Since beginning his run for office, President Donald Trump has been a vocal critic of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, commonly known as the Iran nuclear deal. In October, at the UN General Assembly, Trump called Iran a murderous regime, and said the world cannot stand by while it builds dangerous missiles. The Iran deal was one of the worst and most one-sided transactions the United States has ever entered into, Trump declared. Frankly, that deal is an embarrassment to the United States and I don't think you have heard the last of it. Believe me, Trump refused to certify the accord to Congress and asked lawmakers to amend a law which would toughen the agreement. He also asked European leaders to impose new sanctions on Iran. On Sunday, while speaking via video broadcast to the Brookings Institution's Sabin Forum, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu likened Iran to Nazi Germany. Obviously, there are some important differences between Nazi Germany and the Islamic Republic of Iran, Netanyahu acknowledged. But both regimes do have two important things in common. 1. A ruthless commitment to impose tyranny and terror. And second, a ruthless commitment to murder Jews. In response to Foreign Minister Mohammad Zarif's claim that Iran harbors no hatred towards anyone, the Israeli leader suggested he tell that to journalists who are tortured in Evin prison. Students shot in the streets. Hundreds of thousands of dead Syrians killed by Iran's proxies. Baha'is and Christians denied any semblance of human rights. Jews in Argentina who were blown up in a community center by the Iranian regime. Americans whose flag is stomped on and whose country is called the Great Satan in the heart of Tehran. Israeli mothers and fathers whose children are routinely condemned to annihilation by Iran's fanatic leaders. He claimed that he speaks out against Iran so frequently because of his love for history. When tyrants call for the destruction of my people, I believe them, the Israeli leader stated. I don't have the luxury of discounting their genocidal threats. Netanyahu explained that Israel will not permit a regime hell-bent on the annihilation of the Jewish state to acquire nuclear weapons. He acknowledged that no one wants Iran to be armed with nuclear weapons, but countered that the nuclear deal will enable the country to develop a nuclear arsenal in about a decade and implored leaders near and far to work with Trump. President Trump has created an opportunity to fix the great flaws of the JCPOA, he said. I urge you, in the policy community, to help decision-makers in the capitals of Europe and Capitol Hill, to take advantage of this opportunity. Netanyahu added that in 50 to 100 years, he envisions Israel being embraced openly by its Arab neighbors instead of in secret, and claimed that when the Iranian regime falls, Israel will be the first to restore relations. Watch below.